How you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's Jasmine. Now let's get deep in Jasmine's mind. Y'all, my fussy baby back there finally done went to sleep. So, this is like my second time doing this because the first video, I had finished it and everything. And she got it deleted. She just threw the phone. So, y'all, as you can see from the title, I'm back at it again with another story time for my crazy situationship life. Yes, yes, yes. I told y'all my love life in the past has been, each situationship was like an episode of Love and Hip Hop. I kid you not. Like, if you just listen to my stories, you'd be like, this is something off a movie, off Love and Hip Hop or something like that. It's just, you wonder why I just want to stay single, baby. Just stay single. But y'all, grab y'all popcorn, grab y'all snacks. We finna get into this story. So, ladies, first and foremost, if you ever hear I stay with my baby mama, but anything in that category, baby, run. I should have ran, but I didn't run. So I'm here to tell you the story because I didn't run. So let's get into it. So, about 4 years ago, I worked at Amazon Warehouse, aka Club Amazon, aka Home of the Cheaters. Let me tell you, before I worked there, I didn't know none of this because it was new or whatever in the area. It was a new one that they built up. Baby, it was just, Lord. It was Club Amazon. The reason I called it Club Amazon is because it was like a club working there. Like, everybody was in everybody's face, blah, blah, blah. Like, ugh. And believe it or not, dudes used to stay up in my face. I know now I look like a tired, fat mama, but before then I was fine, so not too much. But yeah, dudes was all up in my face all the time, so it's like, I swear it just really felt like a club. It's like, bro. And I work at the warehouse, so I didn't come up there just looking like bro. So it was just annoying. You know, you try to look a mess, you try to look a mess on the slide. I mean, low key, and they still messed you like, bro, I just came up here. Like, okay. Anywho, so dudes was always in my face, like, trying to talk to me. And he was one of them, the dude who we're talking about today. He was one of them. And the first time he tried to talk to me, I would always see him, like, with 3 girls, but I didn't think nothing of it, because people just be people. They cousins, they family, they uncle, they papa worked up there, so, you know. So he tried to talk to me one time, and I ignored him. Whatever he said, I think it was like, he said something whack or something like that. Like, it was something like real lame. I think so, cause I don't know. I pushed him out. It wasn't nothing. And the second time he came up to me, he was like, cause New Year's was coming around. He was like, "What you doing New Year's night? What you gonna do?" And I'm like, "I'm going out with my friends. Like, we're going to the club." And he was like, "Well, I'm coming with you." He got my number, and I said, "Okay." And I got my number or whatever, and he was determined to talk to me. That night, New Year's night, well, New Year's Eve, he texted me, and he was like, "So, what club y'all going to tonight?" And I said, "Oh, we chose," because I didn't know which one we was going to yet, and we chose Ecstasy. That's a strip club in Dallas, Texas. I don't know if it's still Ecstasy, but it was Ecstasy at the time, and it's a strip club, and I'm like, "That's where we going. That's what we gonna be. That's the play." And he's like, "Bet, I'll see y'all later." So I'm like, "Okay." So, mind you, I hadn't been drinking for this occasion. I don't drink anymore. That's the devil juice. And I'm not trying to sound holy and religious and just extra, but that's the devil's juice. Because the stories that I had when I was in that trance, with that poison, like, for real. Like, like, just thinking of the taste of it, just, like, no, bro. So, these past stories that I tell y'all, they old. I don't drink at all. So, that night, I had mixed, like, every single thing. And, I mixed every single thing. My friends is drunk, just having fun or whatever. and we get into drinking and taking pictures. You know how I go. We be at the club. And he texted me. He was like, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, I said, before he get upstairs, because it was stairs, I said, before he come up here, y'all, make sure I don't flirt. Because they know how I get when I've been drinking and I'm under the influence. I get flirty, and this is my boyfriend. We're getting married tomorrow. Then the next day I wake up and I'm like, I'm glad we didn't ever go to Vegas, and because I probably would have got married. But that's how I am. Like, I get real flirty, and like whoever they did this my husband. Like, I own him. Like, what are you talking about? So that's how I get. And I told them, I said, hey, make sure I do not flirt with this dude. He get here. What they do? They wasn't even paying attention. I'm dancing with him out like, bro, the whole time. Like, this was bad. And I'm like, this is what I was trying to avoid. This was not bad. Like, bro, y'all was not paying attention. So they over here just having fun. So we about to leave. And they like, we finna leave together. I said, no, I was there. I was at my level. And that's why, bro, this is one of the reasons I do not drink. Because I just get crazy. So that my friend said, because it's some stuff I do and I don't even remember that I did it. So my friend said that we laughed about it later. I don't really like one of the girls I talked to, but the other one I don't really talk to anymore. But we laughed about it later because they said we was in the car and I was in the backseat. They parked beside us, and they was like, "What y'all finna do?" I said, "Let's go eat." Like, when I'm just happy and I'm like happy. I'm like, "Let's go." Like, I just don't want to stop. So I'm like, "Let's go eat some pancakes. Let's go to IHOP." So I'm just crunk, just la la la. And they like, "No, we want to go home." And I'm like, "Bro, y'all boring." And then they said, I said, no, let's keep hanging out with them. She's like, we don't know them. Because he brought 2 of his friends with him, and I had 2 of my friends. And they're like, we don't know them. I said, let's go out to eat with them. I don't care. Like, y'all, I was a mess when I was under the influence, bro. So, I jumped. They said I jumped out the car like a kid. Cause they said, Jasmine, we finna go home. We finna take you. I said, no, like a little kid. And I ran to... And they said I ran to his car. Well, because his friend was driving. His friend was in the front. One of the fact he was in the back. And they said I ran to the car. Yeah, because I was in the back too. And I ran into his car. And I just went in the car and I ignored them and told them to go. They said I just ran out to him like I was a little kid. And let me tell y'all, soon as I got in the car, I'm like, let's go out to eat. I'm talking all this noise time I want to go somewhere. And I'm knocked out. The whole time, my friends called my phone, blowing my phone, like, we're supposed to leave together. We had gotten to it at the time or whatever, because it's like, you're supposed to leave with us, and I understand it, because y'all people crazy. Because they was like, we don't know these dudes, and you left, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But I was asleep the whole time, and they got mad at me because they thought I was ignoring them. Bro, I was knocked out. Did she move? But I was knocked out like the whole freaking time. So after that, we started hanging out, and that's it right there. I try to avoid spending time because spending time is like my love language, and yeah, then that's when the feelings start coming in, and I started catching feelings for him because we started spending a lot of time together, and like just going out to eat. And also his stepmom stayed in my apartments, and the apartments I was staying at the time, she stayed there. So it would be times where I would go over her house with him and his dad and just chill with them. We'll go out to eat and he'll pay for everybody. Like, we used to do little stuff like that. So we was getting close, and then we eventually started going together. So this is where it all starts. So, and he mentioned he had a child, he had a baby mama and everything, but he never said they stayed together, and he didn't say they was together, like none of that. So yeah, this was so long ago. I'm trying to remember everything that I can remember. So okay, so this is where it pops it off. So one day I asked him for a ride from work because I didn't have a car at the time. So he was like, all right, I'll give you a ride. So I think that either her sister or her cousin, Okay, first of all, if you work somewhere and you know, even though I know it's a big place, everybody like, come on, his child mama, her cousin, and her sister worked there. Like, what did you thought? Like, what you thought this was? I don't know what they had going. Like, bro. Okay, but anywho, so one of them seen me get in the car or whatever, so they went back. Of course, they went back and told their kinfolk, and they went back and told her. And so I guess word got back to her, and I not only I left my water bottle in the car that I did not know. That, let me get into detail. Let me wait until we get there. But I left my water bottle in the car, and it had my initials, my name on it. Not my initials, my name on it, Jasmine. um, so one day when I was going to the restroom, here we go. One day when I was going to the restroom, somebody tapped me and it was like, you know, blah blah blah. I said, yeah, that's my boyfriend. And then she was like, no, I'm his girlfriend. So it's up here saying like the boy's mine, the boy's mine. We up here, Brandy, Moesha. And you know what his name? You know his name. You know, the boy's mine, the boy's mine. So we over here, Brandy and, I said Moesha. Monica. We over here, Brandy and Monica ended up. And she was like, okay, well, let's go see him. What's up? So I'm assuming he was on break. So he's sitting in his car. She's like, well, we finna go see what's up. So we walked to the car. It's cold outside, y'all. It was cold around this time. And we walked to the car, and he chilling in the car, and she just went up to him and just like, oh, so this your girlfriend, huh? And she just started going in. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm not the type to just cause a scene and be extra big. Now, when I was young, I was. But at this time, at this age, I was just like, bro, I'm just not. Like, this is embarrassing. She's just going off on him. Everybody looking, because everybody on break. She just making a big old scene, just la 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 la, just going in on him. He just looking lost, and I'm just looking like, bruh, I thought we were just trying to confront him and just make him look stupid. You know, like at the end of The Boy's Mind, they both open the door. So I'm just thinking like, okay. So she going off on him, and I'm just sitting there like, and he just sitting there looking lost. And I'm like, she was like, is there anything you gotta say? When she was done going out, she said, do you want to say something, girl? And I was like, no. Yeah. So we just left. And, well, I walked off, and I just went back to work or whatever. And it was just a big old scene, like, bruh. So, and there was also this altercation where it was the dude that I was friends with. And, we kind of liked each other. I ain't gonna even lie, because that was my little friend. And we were always with each other during on lunches, so everybody always seen me with him. And so of course it was, I don't know when this happened, but I don't know when in the story when this happened, but I just want to add this to it. Because he would tell me, he was like, you been hanging out with that new dude. I mean, you been with that other dude and blah, blah, blah. So he ended up he worked in the same area that the child mama worked in. And so he ended up giving her my number. And he was being messy because he had my number, and he ended up giving it to her. So I told the dude that I was talking to, and he went back and confronted him. They ended up fighting, and it just became a whole big old mess. Like, everybody looking at me like I got these two dudes fighting over me, and people coming like, you had them boys fighting over you? And I got people saying, hey, Jasmine, like, speaking to me, and I don't even know them. Like, it was just crazy, like, bro. And I'm like, what did you talk? So I go to him, I'm like, did you tell people that you fighting over me? Like, the other dude said he was telling people that it was over me. And I'm like, bro, just starting mess. People like, man, you got them dudes fighting over you. So I'm just the talk of the warehouse. And it was just like, bro, like, for nothing. Like, you know, it's just, people just want to be truthful. It was just, so I'm just the talk of the warehouse. And I'm the girl that got them fighting over me and blah, blah, blah. So I just want to add that in there. Like, bro, it was so annoying. Like, this just drama on drama on drama for no reason. So people just looking at me, down to me, and all this. And I'm like, you know what? Now I'm just so ready to leave her. Like, I was just so ready to go. And So after that happened, I didn't talk to him for a while. It was a long, like, it was a while. We didn't talk. And I was kind of like sad, like, dang, I miss him. My friends was like, girl, if you don't go on and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bruh. So we were spending all this time together. And one day, because I was still chill with his stepmama. Like, even when he wasn't around, I would still be around her. And we would still hang out or whatever. Well, not hang out, but you know, I just go to her house and chill and just talk to her and stuff. But we, you know. So she was like, come off, girl. And I said, okay, here I come. And so I'm going over her house, and then when she opened up, she like, she just started smiling and was like, he her. And I was like, bro, I thought I was coming over for you. So he come outside, like, we just in there looking at each other, and then basically he, you know how I go, he'd apologize, and yeah, man, I stay with her, we share the same car, but we not together, like, you just, you know, the lies. So he just lying and going. And so he lying. I took him back. You know how I go. So I took him back. So we started back talk or whatever. So out of nowhere, one day, me and him was texting while he was on break. I was off that day. And out of nowhere, I got a phone call. And I knew his lunch break was over. I was like, oh, I guess he left early or something. So I answered the phone, and she like, what's up? And I'm like, oh, Lord. And I'm like, she just, la, 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 la. Why you on the phone with my man? Why you texting my man? La, 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 la. Just going off. And I'm like, bro. And I'm not without that argument. I don't have to argue with you. I hung up in her face. She kept calling back, talking. I hung up in her face. I hung up in her face like 1,000 times. Then one time, I just got fed up, and I just started going off. And I said, where you at? I'm in Pleasant Grove. Where you at? Come to where I'm at. And she's like, I'm not coming where you at. Come to Oak Cliff. And I'm like, I'm not finna come to Oak Cliff. Come to Pleasant Grove. So we just going back and forth. Like, come on. I'm like, bro, the place that I'm giving you, I'm telling you, come to a park. Like, what's up? If you're not finna keep calling my phone and keep, like, it's annoying. You getting on my nerves. And she over here just like, well, come to my apartments, come to my house. And I'm like, bro, why would I come to your house? I'm giving you an open location, and you doing all this. So I got my friends all booked. We just booked, just ready, just like, we finna come over. So I'm just ready. So out of nowhere, he called me. I'm assuming she left work early. And he called me, and he was like, man, she was in the car, because they share the same car together. And he was like, man, she was in the car. She must had my phone and called you from my phone. He's like, man, y'all need to chill out. He's like, what you doing? Where you at? I said, I'm finna fight your baby mama. He was like, man, no, y'all need to chill out. And, man, she talking about she got a knife and she crazy and all this. And I'm like, bro, it's not worth it. So I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna let this go. Because I wasn't even finna fight the girl. But she was getting on my nerves. She was irritating me. She kept calling my phone. Like, I'm not even with all that fighting and all that. Like, bro. So she was getting on my nerves. Kept calling my freaking phone. So I was just gonna give her what she wanted. So we squashed it and just let it go. So, bro, after this girl after this girl texts me every morning, every afternoon, every night. Good morning, side chick. That's my man. You're never gonna have him sending me screenshots stuff he said. And then I would get mad, and I send it to him like, why she sending me this? And he like, man, that's old, and we not together. And she would call me random nights like, is my man with you? Like, it was just annoying. And I'm like, bruh. I'm like, at this point, you my best friend. Because she would text me and call me all the time more than him. And I'm like, girl, we besties. Like, where we going? Is we finna go somewhere together? We gonna start hanging out? Like, I'm like, at this point, she my best friend. Because she calls all the time. And you know, at this point, I really said to this. I said, at this point, this girl is my best friend. Like, she texts me and call me every day. Like, y'all, I'm not lying. This girl blew my phone up. It was the craziest thing I ever experienced with, like, a female. I'm like, bruh, I done dealt with some drama, but I was like, bruh, this girl is cray. But I was like, I understand, because I was crazy like that, too, in my younger days. She was younger than me. He was younger than me. So I'm like, I remember this. I was crazy too, so you know, I'm gonna let her have it. Bro. I wish I had my old phone. I could show you my call log, cause I don't delete nothing. This girl, I even saved her number. Do you hear me? At this point, we was friends. I'm telling you, this was my homegirl. So after, like, when that started happening, he started lying, just lies, and it would go days, weeks, we wouldn't talk, and he'll just disappear out of nowhere. And one time, he tried to lie and tell his little brother, because I had his homeboy and his little brother number, so if he gone somewhere, I'd be like, hey, you talked about blah, blah, where he at? Where he at? I need to talk to him. So it would be times where, another time, he tried to tell his little brother, I was like, hey, if you talk to him, oh, he in jail. Baby, I checked every county, didn't see him, and neither one of them. And I said, bro, you forgot who you talking to. Like, I've talked to people in jail. I can look your name up. I have your information, your full name. Like, what are you talking about? So, he tried to lie and say he was in jail. He was not in jail. I found out that he was not. So, yeah. So yeah, he just kept lying for no reason, and she was getting on my nerves, and it would just be one time she called me, and I thought it was him, and I remember she called, and I was just chilling. I thought it was him. I was like, "Hello," she was like, "Hey," and I said, she said, "Mm-hmm," and she was like, "So," and I'm like, "Bro, this is my homegirl. Like, what you doing?" Y'all, I was just thinking about it. It's so funny because this girl, like, I really was like, bro, this is my friend. Like, this is my homegirl. Like, we might as well be friends, bro. You call me and text me all the time. Like, for real, I was like, y'all, that's what it seemed like. This girl is my friend. So, because I remember that one time she called me, and I was like, because I thought it was him. She said, mm-hmm. So, what you doing, mommy? I'm like, bro. Yeah, it's so funny. But so yeah, that girl. But I just got tired of him. I got tired of him lying and always going missing and saying he this and that and this and that, and it be a lie, and I catch him in his lie all the time. Like, bro, he used to have the stupidest lies. I'm like, bro, if your baby mama believed all this, like, bro, I tell you what, you drive people crazy. Like, you're annoying, you lie too much. It's just like, bro, I'm done. So I cut him off completely, like, just stop. I was like, bro, I had, before I cut you off, I gotta say what I gotta say. I called him, blah, 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 and I cut it off, let it go. So, a few months later, when I was already over here sad over somebody else, over here sad on my ex-fiance, he wanna call me, and he was like, this the love. No, I said, who is this? He said, this the love of your life. I said, who? And then he said his name, and I hung up. So, later on, he had got a new phone. I'm assuming because the stepmom, I was chilling with her one time. But it's after I don't talk to him no more. I told you she was cool, so I'm chilling with her, and she was like, "Yeah, is it all right if I give him your number?" And I said, "No, don't give him my number." She was like, she had a little guilty face on her. I'm like, bruh. So I'm guessing he lost his phone because she was like, she kept asking me, "Is it okay if I give him your number?" Because I don't know if I had got a new number or what, but she was like, "Is it okay if I give him your number?" And I was like, bro. And she made that little face like, well, already too late. And I'm like, bro. So he ended up texting me. He kept texting me, like, every time he go over her house, he be trying to come see me or whatever. And I would just ignore him. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to sleep. I'm asleep. Oh, I was asleep. So I just kept giving him excuses. And the last thing he said to me, he was like, dang, I wish I could talk to you. No BS. I just want to vent to you and just talk to you. And I ignored him. So that was the last thing he said to me. And yeah, like, he was just trying to come back and ain't nobody got time for that. Like, I was done. I was over it. You lie too much. You just lies. It's just lies. So, yeah, y'all. That's the end of that story. And, y'all, when I tell you my situationships was a hot mess. Like, and I know people are in this story like, what? Why did you? I know. I noticed. I know, bro. Whoever watching it. I know. But I don't know how I believe that stuff. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah. I just prefer to be single right now and just, y'all. But if you in that situation and the dude tell you to stay with his child's mom, like, leave him alone. Like, bro, If he don't know what he want to do, if he want to mess with her or mess with you, like, leave it alone. Because, you know, people is crazy. I've seen women lose their lives behind these men. It's not worth it. These men are crazy. I mean, these girls be crazy. Like, people crazy, period. And it's not worth it. If he's still messing with this girl, like, and if you still messing with your child, if you still messing with somebody, that leave people alone. Be single. Or do what you're doing over there. Like, don't bring nobody into that. That's risking people's lives. Don't bring nobody into that. If you know you're with somebody, leave people alone. If y'all on and off, be straight up. Be straight up. Right then and there. Like, honesty, bruh. If you with some, talk to somebody, or if they believe y'all together, straight up tell me. Let them know if they want to risk their life, then they'll know that they risking their life. Honestly, I don't know. That's funny, but it's not, because they'll know. Be straight up, like, hey, I got this going on, la 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 la. Don't be stringing people along, bro. People crazy. And same with females. You got a crazy baby daddy, and you know, like, leave people alone. Bruh. But for real, if you don't know what you want to mess with, like, just leave people alone. For real. Just bring unnecessary drama and stress to people's lives for no reason, when you could have just stayed over there where you went. And also, if you the baby mama and they steady just running out, like, leave them alone. I know people want their families, they want the two, but you want to see them getting love. Sometimes your child, you don't want to just try to keep a family together, keep getting cheated on, and all this and all this and all that. Sometimes it's best for your child to see you. Sometimes it is good for your child to see you being loved, but sometimes it's best for them to see you loving yourself. Most importantly, it's best to see them loving yourself. Don't be just trying to stick around because of the family, because you want this family thing to work, and they just cheating on you and doing all this extra, and you just sticking around for no reason. Like, no. Because, you know, and I forgot to tell y'all, me and her ended up working somewhere together at our next job, and she was still doing the same stuff. Like, hey, Sasha, I'm not even with this dude no more. I'm with my ex-fiance. I'm with my ex-boyfriend at the time. And I'm like, girl, I ain't even with him no more. He probably messed with somebody else. It ain't me. So she was still coming up to me, so I went up to her and I was like, what's up? Like, why? What's all the animosity? So she was getting all rowdy over there and walked off. I walked off because she was around her family and around her friends, whatever. So I walked off. So I called her when she was by herself, and I'm like, I'm not coming at you with no ratchetness. I'm not coming at you. I'm trying to come to you and talk to you like a woman. Like, what is the animosity towards us? And he tried to play both of us. Like, and she's like, I don't care. He ain't trying to play nobody. That's my man. So I'm like, you know what? That's where your mindset. That's where you at. So I'm just gonna walk off and I'm gonna keep it at that. I tried to make my closure with you because you starting all this drama, bro. I'm trying to work and do all this, and you come here being extra, making my work environment, you know, just, I want it to be at peace, because this gonna be a place I'm gonna be at 24/7, you know. So it's like, bro, I'm not finna deal with the drama, because I was with a whole nother person at the time. So I'm like, why is you coming to me with all this stuff? So yeah. So I'm just saying, like, it's not worth it. Like, two queens, bruh, don't be fighting over no peasants, man. Like, it's not cool, all that drama. Like, bruh, if you know you messing with somebody, leave people alone. But vice versa, I don't care if male, female, bro. You know you messing with somebody, leave other people alone. If y'all on and off, be honest with people. Be like, hey, we off right now, we might go back together. Like, if you know that's how y'all is, that's how y'all rock, bro, be honest with people and just say, hey, I might get back with blah, blah, blah. If that's they want to take, then hey, that's them. But at least you was straight up with them to let them know. You know, and if you're a female or if you're a dude, just anybody, if you just so happen to just be watching this video on YouTube, but just anybody, like, bruh, don't just try to stick with somebody and get cheated on and all this and just getting done wrong just because you want your family together. Like, no. Don't deal with crap just for that. It's people out there. Go love yourself. Show your kids you loving yourself. It's not always about you being with somebody. Show your kids you can love yourself. That's just as important. You know, I know everybody wants to be families, but don't don't tolerate crap just for that. Cause I understand, but nah, you don't know other people's side of the story. You just coming at them wrong, you know. But y'all have a blessed day or night. Hope someone listened to this video and take heed. That's what my story times are for, you know, to share my, share my crazy past with y'all, and yeah, and just give y'all a little lesson at the end, cause y'all, it's crazy out here. These peoples is crazy. That's why I just want to stay single and just stay single, celibate. I don't want none of that extra. Just single, celibate, and raise my daughter. That's it. That's all. Cause people's crazy. Just stay in my little bubble with my baby. Hey, bars. But y'all be blessed. Have a great day or night. Please like, share, comment, subscribe.